As the ghostly shadow of night drew near, so did destruction. When the night came, so did the metal beast from hell that flew with it. Then, all of a sudden, the sirens went off, searchlights went on, and all other lights were off. All of the peacefulness was gone. Over the red horizon, the monsters of death soared in groups of 5. There were over 100 groups. The sky went foggy as the bombs dropped. Death, destruction, pain. That is what came with these explosive balls of doom. Some exploded on impact. Others lay dormant, waiting for an innocent person to accidentally explode it. Not a single soul was asleep on that night of pain, of horror. The bombs from hell were ruthless, ripping through buildings, lives, and souls. A second wave came over like rockets. When day came, the sky was red. No one would ever be the same again. Never will the sun be so cold, so red, blood red.
The Blitz, one of the scariest moments in history, caused by the infuriating consequences of World War II. That day, destruction plagued London and destroyed lives. Let me ask you a question. Do you really know what fully happened? The first night was like any other. People at work, home, shop or market. It was a usual day for everyone. But things unexpectedly changed as midnight broke. Sirens pounded and echoed in people's ears like a broken record player. The peacefulness had disappeared. Lights turned off, curtains closed, searchlight foraged the sky, the mysteries of the darkness and the horrors that followed it. Suddenly, they were there, the vultures. The vultures of innocence had finally arrived at their destination, had found their prey. The silhouettes of towering beasts were all you could see as they soared above us.
As the ghost of night started overtaking a bright light of sunshine, just as night finished its conquer of the sky, a high-pitched siren glared all over London. There was one thing that siren was used for: whenever death in any form was incoming. All the innocent people knew they had to black out, reducing the risk of death finding you. Before these metal vultures of death, ready to use their explosives. As night grew, the more planes were exposed, the more bombs were chucked onto London like a ball being chucked in a sport. As the bombs blew upon impact, shrapnel dispersed into little chunks. The more light was being flashed, the more London's population perished in their beloved homes, which were now massive piles of smoke and bricks, shrapnel amongst them. The rays of light shining in the sky, exposing these brutal, cold-blooded predators. There were only 4 exposed, 4 seconds after, 5, then 6, then 7, until a whole convoy was exposed. About 120 were soaring through the sky. Their aerodynamic flaps were leaving air trails in the dark, conquered night. These predators were desperate and eager to fulfill their objective, causing chaos and an uncontrollable population, if there was any population left in this deadly night of death and casualties. The pilots had control of so many lives in that little cockpit, controlling the huge metal machines of terror.